You walking that shit? Boom! Nigger dead. Fucking KKK and shit, bro. You fucking pussy ass little niggas with your little fucking Glocks and shit, bro. I'll shoot anywhere in this damn house and I'll hit you with this fucking spread. I swear to fucking God, I ain't got damn choking this shit. I swear to God, you hear that? Once you hear that little click right here, you better fucking run. You're pretty damn good at it from running from the damn cops. So let me tell you about it. Now, this is for ducks. Some ducks are black. So I'm killing niggers either way. You fucking feel me now, you fucking pussies, man? Fuck this shit. I'm out, bro. Fuck this shit. I'm out.
Okay. Well, first, before I get started with this video, you heard, I'm sorry. Shout out to SA for sending me this story. So you just heard that audio right there, and this is the image that goes along with it. It came from Snapchat, or at least it was reposted on Snapchat, where you have this palm-colored pipsqueak talking about he wants to shoot, you know, N-words, and he's holding this this shotgun right here. And before I even go any further, I couldn't help but notice that when he was in the video holding a shotgun, at one point he was holding it in a way that would make it seem like he was kind of compensating for something else. I'm going to leave it at that. Y'all have to watch the video if you choose to do so for you to understand what I meant when I said that. But many of you can figure out what I mean. But yeah, he's in this video and he's threatening, and he's saying he's threatening to kill black people. And he says he even will kill. He said these guns right here are used for ducks, and some ducks are black, so I'm killing niggers either way. And he says y'all gonna be walking around with your Glocks, and he says y'all like to run, especially because y'all like to run from cops and everything like that. Now this video has gone viral, which means everyone has seen it. But according to this article from Raw Story, it says that he faced no punishment. Now this happened in a place called Panama, Florida. I think it says Panama. Yeah, Panama City, Florida. Always Florida. I swear to God. You know, if this was 20 some years ago when I went to Florida to Orlando back in 2000, I would have never guessed that Florida was that damn racist. If somebody would have told me back then that Florida was racist, I would laugh in their face. Maybe it's because I was young back then, or maybe because it was the environment I was around. I'm not entirely sure. But looking at, seeing it now, Florida is one of the most racist states in the establishment. It definitely is. It's part of the South, so it doesn't surprise me. But let me go ahead and read this article. It says residents in Bay County, Florida are concerned and upset after a local Mosley High School student was filmed making racist threats, but school and law enforcement officials have refused to take action. Oh, I bet you they'll take action if he decides to go and shoot up a school. Then that's when they'll hop to it. The teen was recently filmed threatening to shoot home intruders while wielding a firearm. Boom, nigger dead, the teen says in the viral video. Fucking KKK this shit, bro. Let's see what else it says. Officials at Bay District School said the teen will not face punishment. Now, they know about this video and they are refusing to do anything about it. So y'all keep this in mind, y'all. If there is a mass shooting that happens to occur, or any type of event where someone gets shot or killed, period, by this person here, just keep in mind that law enforcement down there and the schools refuse to do anything. That way you know who to hold accountable. It says, the school official, it says the teen will not face punishment because he did not threaten students or school personnel. Wait, hold on. Time out. So because he made threats against people who did not go to the school, but he made threats to people outside of the school, that's why he's not going to face punishment? What the hell kind of school system do they have going on down in Florida? That's why I said Florida's a backward state. And people wonder why I could not go to Florida. I could not. It would have to be a very good reason as to why I would go to Florida. And it's not, I wouldn't go down there just because. Let me read to you that again. They said that the school district said the teen will not face punishment because he did not threaten students or school personnel. But he just threatened a group of people. But then again, like I've said before, they don't see us as people. I bet you if he threatened a bunch of white students, they would take action then. But because he did not specify which people, and he didn't specify students or people who worked as staff at the school, he's not facing punishment. Yeah. Who is this? Bay District Schools. To those listening, to anyone who may live near that area, keep a close eye on them, because they are ass backwards. The school officials referred the video to the Bay County Sheriff's Office, which also declined to punish the teen, saying that in spite of deeply offensive comments made by the teenager, no crime has been committed. He just made Okay, let me pause this right here. I just did a video about that Justin Olsen character who made online threats to many federal agents, like law enforcement agencies. And then they went to his house and found all these guns and all these rounds of ammunition. And these were threats that he made online. But they managed to get him because of who he threatened. But they let this twerp get on camera and make threats with a shotgun saying he wants to kill black people. But they don't want to arrest him or bring any charges of threats against him. The school doesn't want to do it because it's nothing. He's not threatening anybody who goes to the school or anybody who works for the school. And the police department doesn't want to charge or arrest him with anything because they feel that he's not committing an actual crime. He's just making offensive. And then they masked it as offensive comments. They didn't say death threats, which is exactly what it was. This is hate crime. These are death threats, all rolled into one and then some. But they masked it and disguised it as offensive comments. Offensive comments will be calling someone a jackass. Offensive comment will be calling someone a bitch. Offensive comments will be calling someone a jerk. These comments were beyond offensive. If this is offensive, I would like to see what would be deemed as hate speech by their standards, because that's what this was. It was hate speech. It says it was despicable, disgusting, and deeply offensive. Bay County NAACP President Dr. Rufus Wood told the WJHG, as a person of color, I feel frightened and threatened. I have to ask him, Rufus, that sounds like a black person. Sir, I hate to say it, but you are not a person of color. You, are ADOS. I hate when black people call themselves person of color. Own your blackness, please, and thank you in 2019. Across the country and across the state, they are arresting kids for things that are far, far less significant than this, added local citizen Tony Bostic. He did a comparison to shooting ducks and say I'm killing an N-word either way. Local resident and civil rights advocate Greg Dossey told WMBB. It's not the first racist incident connected to the school. Earlier this year, a student posted an image of herself with the caption, "I'm a nigger now." My guess is that she painted herself in blackface. In 2018, an African-American student found a doll hanging from a noose near a drama classroom. According to her mother, the students joked about the noose and put it around her daughter's neck. That's not something that is a joke to me at all. It really hurts me to think about my daughter in this situation, the student's mother said. So they're saying that this school in particular, in this county in particular, has always had racial elements that have come from it, and they've never ever had something happen or any kind of consequence fall upon the people that were initiating these verbal or online attacks. But it's Florida. It doesn't surprise me coming out of that state. That state is a cesspool. That's why Lovely T calls it ratchet ass Florida. I know now more than ever. I mean, I knew back when she first coined the phrase, but I definitely see it now. Like this guy, this kid, I don't know his age. They also didn't reveal his name. I just finished the article and nowhere in it did they mention his name. They didn't even mention his age. So they're giving him cover either way. So And because of the lighting, you really can't tell who it is unless you have the people over at the Black Twitter Bureau can do their investigating and find out who it is, because they can find out just about who anybody is who needs the CIA. But it's amazing that they do this from online, because let's be real here, many of them, like this guy right here, most likely would not run up. He's saying all of this stuff from the comfort of wherever he is. He would not go into certain spaces and do this. Think about what Dylan Roof said before he went and killed those 9 people in that church. He said that he was thinking about probably going to a majority black area, but he said he was not going to go to the hood. Why was he not going there? Because he knew he would not make it out alive. He told you right then and there he was going for a soft target, and he knew he was not going to do that going through a quote unquote hood or ghetto or project, because he knew they would have clapped his ass. They would have slid his ass all up and down that road, around the block and back. But people like this are cowards. Think about all the times we have seen ADOS people get into it with Palm Colored, and they always lose in a fight. Usually a street fight. Because all I could think about is when I see them getting their ass beat, is I'm like, I bet you they were some internet trolls. Some of these keyboard Klansmen that talk all this shit online, but when they get in person, they can't say shit except night. Or they'll get real scary. Just like that guy in New York who spit on that man on that train, and he popped that door open. He felt big and bad, but when that door popped open, he was like, "Oh no, I didn't. I didn't mean it was a joke." Too late. But that's how I think about many of these online Klansmen, as we like to call them. This also reminds me, when I first saw the story, I'm thinking about the other one that happened recently, where you had this boy online playing around with a gun saying he wanted to kill black people or kill immigrants, whoever he said he wanted to kill in that video. But yeah, it's apparent to me that this district right here just lets them fly off the cuff with anything that they do and allows them to get away with anything, because they said this is not the first time that this has happened, and they constantly let them get away with it. So this whole district right here just appears to be just Trump country. Excuse me. I bet you they probably all own MAGA hats. They all like literally hanging off of 45's ass hairs. The whole 9. And I bet you some of them probably ain't even living better than the people that they hate. They probably are living in some rundown areas, and the people that they don't like are probably living pretty decent lives. And that is the part that many of them hate. Like I can tell you, a lot of their hatred goes back to jealousy and envy. Damn near all of it is that's where it stems from. It's like, how are you supposed to be a superior group of people, but you have the time to look and reach down to the people that you feel are beneath you, that are inferior? That's not what's supposed to be superior. If you're superior or you are of royal stock, you're not supposed to reach back and like deal with the common folk or the peasants. If we're supposed to be peasants, why bother? We would be considered a waste of your time. But see, the thing is, we have to exist in order for them to have an existence. What I mean is, we have to be around for them to have something to talk about. Without us around, who are they going to talk about? Each other? I'm sorry, but they're not that flattering, nor are they of that value for them to give that much of a damn where they can talk about each other and hold a decent conversation. So they always got to talk about us. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it down in the comments, and I'll talk to you in the next one.